It's me. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Gknxxp show. I'm Graham, I'm 31, I'm from the northwest of England. I've got more tattoos than I can count, piercings all over, and I've got bright green hair. I don't tend to do things by halves.
Major League Slut.
So this week I'm taking you to the New Forest Fairy Festival. It's down in Burley, which is near Bournemouth. Expect a lot of glitter, a lot of wings, a lot of drinks, hopefully, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. We're meeting up with my mate Tom Jones from uni. Not that one, but he is a bit Welsh. He's actually from Essex, but don't worry, he's not that bad. So get ready, subscribe if you want, and let's see what we got up to. See you in a minute, bye. Welcome to the Gknxxp show. Just trying to jingle there, who knows, we'll see. Yeah, so I'm Graham, this is the Gknxxp show. Today I'm going to show you my treacherous journey down to the south of England, and yeah, how I got there. If I managed to get there in one piece, who knows, we'll see. So at the moment I am going to Liverpool. I'm getting a taxi because I can't be asked for the train because my case is like absolutely, it's like a rock. The Uber driver was okay, didn't speak. I don't like it when they speak, can't be asked speaking. It was very early, I was in work till like 2 the night before, and then this was like a taxi at 8 in the morning, so I was just knackered. Yeah, so this is Liverpool Lime Street Station, just about to go in. It's an okay station. There's transport links to lots of places. I don't know. There is an underground bit that takes you over to Chester. There's a sandwich shop, there's a Marks and Spencer's. What more can you need? So yeah, this part of the journey I'm going to Leeds for some reason. I've got like a train line split save thing. So it takes you up to Leeds and then it takes you back down to Stevenage. I'm actually going first class, but the ticket's in March, so saved a bomb on that. And yeah, I think you're about to see Tom now. He's my friend from uni, and here he is.
Hello, it's Tom here, Graham's good friend.
You know what? I think we're gonna be friends.
I'm just leaving home, about to pick him up from Stevenage train station, en route to the Fairy Festival.
You made it all sound very easy there, but it wasn't as simple as that, unfortunately. This first train was great. She came round, she offered me like a bacon butty, a drink, and thought, probably can't have an alcoholic drink at this point. I mean, I would have done, but there was other people there, and I thought they'll definitely judge me at 10 in the morning, but it's fine. I didn't have the bacon butty because I thought, you know what, I'm going to save myself for the longer train, get some dinner. Don't want to be feeling like sick or anything. Okay. So, yeah, the train was nice, lots of nice scenery, sort of heading towards like the Yorkshire end of the country. So, yeah, this is me with my new camera. This is the Insta360.
Sorry. It's alright.
They were pushing in. Don't know what this woman says next, but just sort of told you how heavy my case was. Ha ha ha, that's me. Okay, so I thought my next train was in like half an hour from this point. This is one from Leeds, so I thought I'll have a bit of a wander around the station, see what's going on. I have been to Leeds before, me and Tom went. I don't know whether it was last Christmas or the Christmas before for the Christmas markets. It's quite a hectic station, I find, and I've never had much luck getting on the trains here. But yeah, I'll talk to you more about that in a second. So it was quite quiet, really, to be fair. I sort of went down to this like underground bit. You have to go through a tunnel. There's like lots of lights and stuff. But yeah, I'll let you have a watch of this. I'll speak to you in a minute.
London King's Cross is delayed by approximately 44 minutes. This is due to a person being hit by a train. The next train to arrive at platform 1 will be with 10:16 LME.
Yeah, so I don't know if you just caught her there, but she just mentioned someone being hit by a train. Sorry that happened to that person, obviously, but yeah, that sort of just completely messed everything up for like all of us on this next train I'm about to get on. So basically, first of all, because I was like still first class, it was like it felt like a mile walk down to the end of the station. This case, I swear to God, I don't pack light. I don't know how to pack light. I've got big clothes, I've got big everything, so I don't know. It was very heavy. So I walked the way all down to the bottom of this platform. We're waiting for the train. I'm stood outside my cabin thing. I'm thinking it'll be fine. Some woman like walks past me, and she's like, "Oh, I can't find my cabin. There's no letters on it or something." You'll see her in a second. She's coming up now. I'll let you see her.
I think it must be a different train.
Oh, is there?
There isn't my seat on my carriage.
I think it says I'm in L, but... See, that should have been my first warning, but literally I was stood here for like 45 minutes. They then moved us on to some other train, which was like behind us. And then we sat on that for like 45 minutes, and then they were like, "Oh no, actually get back on that other train." So we got back onto this train, but it was like the one, like 2 hours or an hour and a half or something, I don't know, after the one that I should have got. So then there was like 2 lots of passengers all on one train. Luckily, I like fought my way to get my seat. I couldn't fit my case in anywhere, so I had to sort of wedge it under my seat. So then my knees were like on the ceiling. It was like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that. And again, we had to wait like 45 minutes for it to actually start going. There was people moaning that like they'd had to wait like 20 minutes for this train. And I was like, I've been here all bloody day. But yeah, got there eventually. It was a long wait though, it was a long wait, and there was no like first class service on this. I don't normally get first class, but
well, okay, hotshot.
You know, like once you've like paid for it, you sort of expect something. But no, there was nothing on this. I don't know whether I can like claim or anything, I'm not really sure, but we'll see.
I like pretty things and I like fancy things.
I will get back to you on that. So, yeah, still waiting. I was waiting just forever, to be fair, at this point. Next thing you're going to see is me arriving in Stevenage and seeing Tom, I believe. You may get a little clip from him in a second. But yeah, where are we up to? Oh yeah, he's coming up now. Right, so here's Tom. See you in a minute.
Hello, Gknxxp fans. It's Tom here again. I am currently sat in a B&M car park in Hitchin because Graham's train is about 2 hours delayed, so I've got a lot of time to kill. I've been for a Cafe Nero, get a free drink each week with my Vitality life insurance, so that's good fun.
The next day,
I've got a Boots meal deal, and I've just been into B&M and bought us this Bluetooth speaker, which was down from £25 to £10, which maybe isn't a good thing, but that's how you sort of draw me in, quite frankly, on a purchase. It's got a solar panel on the back that you have to leave in direct sunlight for 3 hours in order to get an hour of playtime. So
6 months later,
it's not that good, is it? But you know, these sort of features, they do it for me. This is quite a long video to go into the mix here, I do realise that.
2,000 years later.
My voice is very drony and sleepy. So anyway, I'm about to go and leave now. Got to get some fuel and then I'll be on my way to Stevenage train station. Got some of them as well for the journey, so I'm not sure what else to say. Yeah, could probably do one of those SpongeBob SquarePants memes for this. 7 days later.
1 eternity later.
That one. Alright, that should probably stop now. Somebody jumped in front of a train in Stevenage, so that's why there's such a long delay. Maybe cut that bit of a downer, isn't it? Right, see you later.
Should be around here somewhere. Who's that? There he is. There we go, yeah. Right, so I'll just take back over now. So first things first, we are going to Marks and Spencer's now, get some nibbly bits.
Spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
I ended up spending like 90 quid. We didn't even touch him, we weren't even in the flat. So Tom took him over, we like had an ice pack with him or something. I realise it's becoming a very like heavy vlog about the man jumping in front of the train, but I mean, just don't jump in front of trains. I think that's a good message for everyone. Yeah, Saturday night, it was Friday at this point, but this is the content people will want to see.
Fucking Gknxxp move over there.
Another great angle of me here. Should have gone from above, but yeah. So this is the like train journey, not train journey. This is the drive. We're not on a train now. So this is like the drive all the way from Stevenage over to Ringwood, and yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about that now. See you in a bit. Right, so before diving headfirst into all the fairy wings and flower crowns and that, we had a little pit stop. I think we were both starving, so we went to the Fish Inn in Ringwood. I'd been travelling all day, I was knackered, really needed a pint. We get in there, there's like loads of people all stood round. The ceiling's like about 5 foot tall, so I was ducking all the way. We get a table, I order the fish because it was called the Fish Inn. There was only like one fish option on the menu, so I thought that was a bit strange. Tom got some sort of chicken, don't really know what it was like chicken in a sauce. I gave him some of my chips, he didn't give him any, but it was quite nice, we both enjoyed it. I took my new camera with me too, that's what I'm recording on now. It's the Gknxxp if anyone's asked. So took that with me, took a few pictures. It was like a little stream or something past the car park, and yeah, Ringwood's decent to be fair. Everything looks quite nice. So now fed and watered, it's time to show you the B&B, and we'll give you a quick tour.
Hang on. Alright, wait. Pull it safe.
Yeah. Lovely. Yeah. That'll do.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Lovely.
So when I say I'll give you a tour of the room, what I actually mean is I'll show you a video of me walking in the room while trying to, the door was locked, and looking in the bathroom, and yeah. So once we got back from the Fish Inn, we were both absolutely knackered, we've been travelling all day, so we thought, let's just get on it. So I had like a bottle of vodka that I got from Marks, Tom had some beers, I also got like 2 bottles of wine. So we were just like chatting, playing games, whatever. Tom had his new Bluetooth speaker on. So yeah, turns out I fell fast asleep at 11. Didn't wake up till about 4 in the morning. Tom tried to wake me up, he didn't succeed. And yeah, I'll show you that now.
Wakey wakey!
Prior to us going to the fairy festival, me and Tom were discussing what we're going to wear. I'd looked at like a few vlogs online and seen that everyone was like dressed in wings or whatever. So what I said to Tom is I'll get you a costume, because I knew he'd just like turn up just in his normal like shirt and shorts or whatever. So I got him a costume. I didn't tell him what it was. He only actually found out on the day of the fairy festival. I sent it to his house. I said, don't you open that Amazon box. And yeah, I'll show you that now. So for the fairy festival today, I've got Tom a costume. He's about to go and try it on in the bathroom, and he's not seen it yet. So tonight, Tom, you are going to be, who knows. See you in a bit. Bye bye. So here he is. He's got his costume on. He's about to exit the bathroom door. Here he is. Hang on. That really suits you.
I've got to go to breakfast dressed like this.
Yeah. So Tom obviously absolutely loved his costume. He was just so excited. He loved the ears. He loved his big stick. So we then decided that we need some breakfast. The B&B wasn't like, I mean, it was bed and breakfast, and we could have got like a continental option, but I thought, nah, I need sausage. So we went to Burley, where the fairy festival was. We thought we'd have a look at the shops first. Actually, in this shop here, the man told me off, and he was like, can you stop filming? And like, I'm new to YouTube, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I wasn't very discreet probably, but he said, don't film the jewellery. So I was like, oh God. So I was like, let's just get out. So we got out. All the shops are like all very like witchy, spiritual. There's a lot of incense, there's a lot of like crystals and weird flowy dresses and stuff like that. So yeah, we just had a wander around here for a bit, and then we went back to the old farmhouse for some breakfast. So Burley is known for being like a village full of witches. It's got a strong connection to witchcraft and the occult, because in the 1950s, a self-proclaimed white witch named Sybil Leek lived in Burley. She was often seen walking around the village wearing a long black cloak with a pet jackdaw on her shoulder. Her presence sparked local gossip, but she became a symbol of modern witchcraft. Today, Burley embraces its mystical past with several shops themed around witchcraft and the supernatural, most well known as the Coven of Witches, which I got nice little bits from. I'll show you them later. So we then went to the old farmhouse tea room for breakfast. It's in like a lovely little cottage. It's got a thatched roof, lots of wooden beams. It was a lovely little stop after looking around all the witchy shops. We both got a full English. Tom got mushrooms, I didn't, because I hate them, and I got black pudding instead, and he didn't. But now we were off to the fairy festival. So we got there, drove in, parked up. It was a £5 for parking, but that was for all day, so that was fine. It was a little bit of a walk to the entrance. When we got there, we just couldn't believe how many people were there already. It was like 10:30 in the morning, and it was absolutely rammed. So we finally got in. Hundreds of stalls. It was like all like curled round this big park. It was like loads of people on stilts. There was like people dressed as monsters. There was people with dragons on the shoulders and stuff like that. I'd say like 99% of the people there are all dressed in some sort of furry attire, whether it was like wings. I think I saw a few pirates. There's a few like just gothy looking people. That's sort of what I look like. Lots of sparkles, lots of capes. After visiting most of the stalls, we grabbed a seat, we got some pints, watched a few of the bands. They were really good as well. We were both like absolutely roasting, so we definitely needed a few drinks. I also got some toasted almonds, which are really nice, very crunchy. Yeah, and just stayed there for about an hour or so. It was nice like watching all the people walking around, really, because there was so many different costumes, and there was just like, there's probably thousands of people there, I would have thought. After that, we went to do a sound bath. Tom wanted to go and do this. It was like in a little gazebo style thing. She told everyone to close their eyes. I'd say there's probably about maybe 50 people in the gazebo, and she went around with like rain sticks and gongs and all sorts, and you meant to like sort of take in the magical energy from all these instruments, which was great. But the only problem was that you could still hear the bands in the background. They could have done with like a door on it, or I don't know, being in like a seal building or something like that. Sort of did take you out of it a little bit, but Emma, who was running it, was really good. All in all, it was a really, really good day. Very magical vibes, lots to do. And if you've got kids, or you're a bit witchy, or you're even a bit odd, it'd definitely be the place for you. Nobody would look out of place there. There was absolutely all sorts in the crowd, especially me with tattoos and green hair. I just looked like the most normal person in the world. And even Tom fit in dressed as a hobbit. So it was a great day, and yeah, definitely recommend. So here is some questions about Tom's day out at the New Forest Fairy Festival. Did you like the beer?
Red Stripe.
Yeah.
In cans. Not particularly.
You didn't like the beer?
5 out of 10.
Hated the beer?
5 out of 10.
Did you like the bands? You didn't like the bands. Didn't like the bands either.
I'll let him have a 6.
He hated the bands. The bands were okay, except the backing singer was absolutely terrible. I'm sorry if you ever watch this, but you need to tell your brother he can't sing with you anymore, because he can't sing.
But God bless your mum, whoever's mum that was.
Yeah, she was
cheerleading for you.
She was a very big supporter.
Singing every word.
Every word. Did you like the stalls?
Yeah, the stalls were very impressive. There was a very, very broad range of things.
So what did you buy then?
This, well, actually, this is technically from Graham. I bought Graham a bracelet. He will show you right now. That's it now. Locked in. Can't get rid of him ever. I nearly bought a Welsh wall hanging thing, but they were taking too long to serve me. I was a bit fed up of waiting. There's a wasp.
So where are we now, Tom?
We're in a pub called
the Alice Lyle.
Very good.
Have you had a nice day? Did you
did a sound bath, didn't we?
We did. We did a spell in the woods. It was a really successful.
The sound bath is obviously meant to be an immersive experience. Big issue was, throughout the entire half an hour it was going on, there was a band playing, and that was sort of overriding the sounds of the bowls.
Well, Emma did do her best.
She did her best.
What did you think of all the different fairy fashions?
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Eye-catching.
Eye-catching.
Lots of wings. A bloke that was dressed in like a full suit of kind of.
You look like a sort of
futuristic
ninja from the future.
Yeah, like maybe in like 60 years' time, that's what the army will be wearing. So that was a bit odd because he didn't take his helmet thing off all day, so no one.
We were a bit scared.
Who he was. Why was he there? Like,
I don't know.
He just seemed to be walking around a lot, and then people were asking him for selfies. He wasn't charging anyone any money for a selfie. I probably would have done.
I bet he was very hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would you give your day out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.5.
That'll do, I think.
Because if I'm quite honest, it's not really my vibe.
No.
But I went along with it.
Yeah.
I was open-minded.
Yeah.
I respect everybody for being into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But just isn't really something that appeals to me that much.
He hates all the weirdos and he needs to be cancelled.
Hello, Graham. Nice to finally see the main character on this video. What drew you to want to come to the Burley Fairy Festival?
I like markets. I like weird stuff. Not too weird.
Would you describe yourself as a fairy?
No, probably not, to be fair. And I don't think I don't really know what I was dressed as, but I had like feathers on my shoulders.
Yeah.
So that was something.
Maybe you can like throw in a few of the pictures of you with the feathers on at this point.
A few pictures here.
Yeah. And maybe one up here.
One over here as well,
yeah. There we go.
One down there.
Lovely. If you could sum up the festival in 3 words, what would they be?
I would sum it up with unique. Big. It was very big. Like, that was the overarching thing, is that it was absolutely massive.
It's a good few thousand fairies there, aren't there?
Like, it was just packed with people, packed with stalls. There was a lot. I think there was a lot to do. You could definitely, if you had like a family,
Yeah.
you'd have a really good time. You'd be there all day because there's all sorts on.
Yeah.
And my last word would be warm.
Unique, big, and warm.
Unique, big, and warm. That's like me.
Did you feel like you sort of fitted in quite nicely with the crowd, or?
I didn't feel like I stood out or anything.
No.
I mean, the green hair and the piercings and tattoos. A lot of people have green hair, piercings, and tattoos. Maybe not all the same combination, but I think Tom looked more standy outish than me. I'd say.
I was quite uncomfortable in
I
my
could blend
costume.
in.
What was your favourite stall?
They're all the same, really. There was like, you either got a stall where it was like crystals. There was like a stall where it was like wooden things. There was like lots of like stalls where there's an artist painting pictures. And then there was like your sort of generic witchy accessory stall, or like brooms and stuff. So it was all much of a muchness, really.
What did you make of the horses being all over the place?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially when they were like surrounding. Because you never know what we're going to do next, and they're just everywhere. Like, someone needs to like tell them where to go, I think.
Do you think they're all just a bit
ride
lost?
them away.
Yeah.
Because they're just all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, it's like some towns have rats and things like that, and pigeons. He's got horses everywhere. Just everywhere.
Rats, pigeons, and horses.
That's that.
Lovely. Thank you.
Hello, so I just thought I'd show you a few bits that I got from the Fairy Festival, a few bits I got from the Coven of Witches shop. First of all, I'll show you the bits I got from the Coven of Witches shop. I got this crystal ball.
I'm kind of psychic. I have a fifth sense.
It's got like raven heads on it. It's, there you go, very mystical. Just in case I decide to become a psychic. I also got this black onyx scrying mirror. I don't really know what scrying is, but
Magic.
You know, again, thought it looked quite cool. I got this little raven skull. I think it's ceramic, it's not real. Just thought that looked good on me dresser. And finally, I got these two little ghosts. Hello.
Oh my god! Wow!
Hello. So, after we wrapped up at the Fairy Festival, we decided to stop off at this place called Hockey's Farm Shop on the way back. I'd already scouted it out on Google before the weekend, and I absolutely bloody love a farm shop. And if I wasn't travelling like 250 miles the next day, I would have bought loads. I did get a few bits from my mum, nothing too exciting. I got like a reed diffuser, the oils were made on the farm, loves that sort of thing. I got like an almond and cherry cake, some cheese twists, and they were fantastic, to be fair. We then got back to the B&B, changed out of our fancy dress. I was getting a lot of strange looks at the farm shop because I still had my feathers on. The feathers at this point were flying everywhere. One of the things that attached to my shoulder had come off, so I was glad to be out of that. We had a few more drinks, we unwound a bit before heading into Ringwood. Got a taxi there. I did have a little nap on the way. Tom absolutely loves an Indian. He's obsessed with pilau rice. I don't really understand it, but apparently there's a big difference in all the different pilaus or something. I don't know. We ended up at this place where you pick your curry and then they're meant to like bring all the sides along with it. Sounded pretty simple. When we actually put the order in, they started like grilling me and asking me all these questions like why? What noun we wanted, what side dishes we wanted. I didn't realise it was a quiz, you know what I mean? I just thought that he says pick your curry, so we picked the curry, and then all of a sudden all these other options that weren't on the menu I just sort of panicked, and I think I ordered like chickpeas. I think I got like a garlic naan. It was all very nice. The chicken was really good, a very juicy chicken. So Tom, what would you give the Indian out of 10?
Just a solid 8.
8, yeah.
Really quite nice.
What was your highlights?
The naan bread was quite thin,
Yeah.
a bit burnt in places,
Yeah.
but really quite nice. Pilau rice was solid.
Yeah.
That's very important sort of Western Indian meal for
Yeah.
me. And the chicken was tender.
And yeah,
Curious.
I think the chicken was the best bit. But I really like the poppadoms.
They were also good, so were the sides.
Yeah. After the curry, we wandered round Ringwood for a bit. We didn't really know where we were going. We had a few more drinks. We managed to secure a Long Island iced tea, which is my favourite cocktail, and a pina colada, which is Tom's. We then made our way back to the B&B. We had a few more drinks before bed. We were both absolutely exhausted at this point. We've been walking around the Fairy Festival all day and then all around Ringwood at night. So nothing too wild, just a pretty chilled end to the day. And yeah, that was that for day 2.
The next day.
So on our final day, we decided to make the most of the sunshine. We headed on to Bournemouth Beach, and when I say it was roasting, I mean it was absolutely bloody roasting. It was like, must have been like 30 degrees, I don't know, but it felt like it. Sun was beaming down all day, perfect day for the beach. I was just gradually getting redder and redder, like a slow cooked tomato. I did pack sun cream, I just forgot to put it on, but hey ho. We had a little bit of a wander through the Bournemouth gardens, which are really nice, lots of flowers, lots of nice benches, of which I'm a big fan of. It was very peaceful. We then walked down to the pier. Tom being Tom spotted this zip line thing, decided he had to do it along with all the other 12-year-olds. After that bit of excitement, we found a bar just on the front of the beach, which was ideal. We had a few drinks there, cooled off a bit, and just had a watch for all the people. We then went to this fancy seafood place called West Beach for lunch. I'd already pre-booked it. I've never actually been to a seafood restaurant before, so obviously I thought this was my one chance, and I got an oyster. I was expecting to absolutely hate it, but honestly it wasn't that bad. Bit weird, but not awful.
Right, Graham, what have you got on there? It's quite big.
Should not cut that up.
No, you got to do it all in one.
Sure.
You do what you need to do.
I've got a small mouth.
So you got some Tabasco, whatever's in there. Here he goes. That's it. Do it properly, go on. Lovely. Reviews?
It's alright. There's a lot of Tabasco.
Was it slimy?
Not as slimy as I expected.
No.
It's alright, too bad.
Would you have one again?
Not in a rush.
Lovely.
Won't be opposed to it.
Well done.
I had the mules marinara, if that's how it's pronounced, which is like mussels in a garlic and white wine sauce. That was very nice. Bit of a ball ache opening all the shells up. It took me ages, but it was good. Tom had some posh salmon thing with purple mash. Don't think he's had purple mash before. Don't think many people have had purple mash before. No idea what was going on, but he seemed to enjoy it anyway. After that, we had a fun little stroll down to the beach, trying to take it all in, get a bit of sea air in our lungs before the journey home. Then it was a long drive back. It was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to Stevenage. This time I was going to Doncaster instead of Leeds, so it was a bit shorter. I think it was about 2 hours to Doncaster. Then finally back to sunny St Helens, which by the time we got there it was pitch black and about 10:30 at night. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's the end of my little fairy festival vlog. It's my first time trying this sort of thing, so cheers if you've made it this far. Don't think there'll be many of you, but there we go. If If you do have any suggestions or tips for future vlogs, pop them in the comments. And yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff everyone else says at the end of the videos. Cheers again, and I will see you soon. Bye.